Hi guys, how are you? It's Rosie from Phoenix Rising by Dior. I'm going to be giving you a different kind of reading today. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to come out. I will be starting with SRT work, which I haven't done here in forever. I used to do it on my lives. Spirit has informed me when I asked what kind of reading, this is the reading I'm doing today. So basically the gist of this reading is about taking power of loving yourself and coming in union with another. So let's see what happens. We have Archangel Ramiel, Haniel, Barasil, and Cassiel present for today's reading. We have High Self and Spirit. We have the Creator Program and Council here as well. Okay, so they informed me that we're going to be starting with the book. So I don't know how it's going to go, guys. So hopefully I post a video. Let's see. Okay, High Self, Spirit, Archangels, all council members, and Father in Heaven, please direct me. Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to say? Let's see. Which chart do you want to communicate with us? Okay, hold on a second. Chart 5, which is an interesting chart. Because there's a lot of discordant energies, darker energies on this page. So let's see. All right, 1 second. They're saying guilt. All right, is this the viewer who's feeling this way? Okay, Spirit and they're all this crew who is here today to help us. They're saying that you are feeling guilty. Hold on a second. And that you're taking some responsibility over this codependency that you have to this past person or situation that you've been dealing with. Okay? Okay, you strongly desire this person. They're saying you covet them. And you're punishing yourself for this, Spirit is saying. I'm using Spirit as an overall spectrum of all the archangels, my High Self, and Spirit. So just so you know, and any council members that are here. Okay. They're strongly emphasizing the word codependency. This is good. Okay, on what? You're very, it's weird how they're putting the words. They're saying you're codependent on the fear. Maybe you don't even realize that you're codependent on the fear. Maybe, okay, 1 second. Are you trying to say that they're codependent on the fear of not finding somebody? Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, so you are strongly codependent on this fear that you are not going to find somebody, which means it's like you're manifesting that you're not going to find somebody. Okay, they're giving me a big yes on this. Okay. You're in fear that you're going to be alone for the rest of your life, or you're going to be alone for a very long time. You're in fear that it's almost like you feel that is your inheritance, to be alone. You're feeling like I'm meant to be alone. Like I guess I'm supposed to be alone. And that's what they're saying. That you're in fear of this. Okay, but your future life, they're saying, and your past life as a feminine is your birthright. For those of you who are watching this video and agree with this, please give me a thumbs up. Present life yet to come. Okay, what about it? Another chart. Okay, they're saying move. Okay, so now your present life yet to come. What about this? Soul family. Okay, what about this soul family? Do you want me to go to chart 25? Yes. Sorry, sometimes I'm going to be talking to you and sometimes I'm talking to spirit. Sometimes I talk to spirit out loud and sometimes I say it in my head, so I hope I don't confuse you. Okay, your future life, what about it? What do you mean by this? You're saying the viewer has to guarantee everything is clear? No, you're saying, they're saying, okay, Spirit is saying, they are saying, they want to guarantee you that everything is cleared for you, meaning you have a clear path ahead of you, okay? You just have to get over this past situation to get you to the next phase. They are saying, like, we guarantee you that everything is going to happen the way God divinely planned it and maybe the way you actually wanted it. But the problem is that you have this fear. They're saying, yes, you have this fear of being alone. And when you're in fear of being alone, you are manifesting being alone. And that is a mind control issue that you're going to have to overcome. And that might be the final issue. Is that the final issue? They're saying, yes, it is. Okay, what percentage is that? From 0 to 100, what percentage is that the issue? 100%. You didn't even realize this was blocking you for some. What percentage of the people know this is blocking them? 20% of you. The rest of you have no idea this is blocking you. It's a negative block, they're saying. Something you didn't even realize existed. You want me to apply healing? Okay, so for all of you who are watching right now, I'm going to be applying healing through the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, please. I'm just going to move my elbow because I know this is probably going to spin. And it's going to hit my arm, and I feel like it interrupts them in their work. Apply healing to the collective who are watching this video. And for those of you who are accepting this healing, please type in amen or I accept. Okay? This healing, they're imbalance out their energies, please. Whoever is associating themselves with this reading, please, and wants to be healed. I don't typically do this on a pre-recorded reading because I like to communicate, but like with you all. But Spirit said, I said, what kind of reading you want to do? This. They said, nope. I said, okay, show me. This is what they're doing today, guys. Anything else with the book? No, we're moving on to the cards. Okay, we're moving on to the cards. It was funny when I said, okay, I guess we're doing this today. They said, you're being very obedient, Rose. I said, of course I am. They're in control, not me. Okay, so what's the next deck? Okay, the Spirit Animal deck. For those of you who ask about the cards, I don't have all the boxes, so I don't remember all the brands. So I'll just, hold up and then maybe you'll recognize them for those of you who know decks or cards, or you're going to look for it. I know this is a Spirit Animal deck, so that I do know. In between all my moves, the boxes have ended up in a few different locations. So hopefully my next move is going to be my final move for a very long time, and I'll find them all and then I'll share with you guys. Oh my God, see, it's a personal choice, guys. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they for you? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. And then they have the eagle, and it's the mastery at the top, guys. Okay? But associating this to the book, to the charts, and what they had told us there, you know that you have a choice. You know, now that I'm telling you this, for those who didn't realize that your fear was creating a manifestation of you being alone, even though you keep saying you want to be with somebody. And the first word they gave me was power and taking control over your destiny in love, in unity, in self-love, and in having a union. So this fear is manifesting you being alone. For those of you who say, I try and I say it, but I still have this seed of doubt inside of me. You know, Frances Scovel Shinn there's YouTube links. I posted it once in my community. It's very, she's a metaphysicist. She was from 1920. She writes these, basically everything I've taught you guys, she already has it in play, and she wrote it in the 20s, and I had no idea it existed. So go listen to these books. You can listen to them for those of you who love to read or have time to read. I personally don't have time to read. I love to read. So I listen. I have time to listen. But she also has a book of manifestations. And I'm forgetting the name of the book. But if you look her up, or just go on YouTube, all right? This platform is amazing. There are so many things at your fingertips, literally. Positive affirmations in self-confidence, affirmation in love. Start listening to them. They have 8-hour increments. You can listen to them in your sleep. All right, there's scientific proof about, what you're putting into your brain as you're sleeping. And if you're hearing all this positive affirmation on a very low frequency and a low volume, for those of you who have problems sleeping, it helps. It helps the subconscious mind. And this is the problem. It's the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is taking over. You're manifesting, or you're saying, or you're creating, I want this love, I want this, I want that, I want blah, 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 blah. But this fear is in your subconscious, for a lot of you that don't realize this, and it's taking over. You need to conquer it. You need to constantly say, that I am deserving, that I love myself, I forgive myself from the past, I accept the abundance from the universe. But when you say it, you must believe it and say, I have no fear. Speaking of fear, they're telling me they're triggering me to tell you something. For many, many years, when I was a little kid, I never feared insects. And then I want to say early teens, or say right before my early teens, I became deathly afraid of bugs and insects, any type of crawlers, right? Through the years, I've gotten over it. There are still certain types of insects that I'm not in fear of, but I don't like. The jumpers, the ones that like to get in my hair. Because of my hair, the kind of hair I have, they get stuck in my hair, and then I gotta pick them out. And this is actually what initiated the fear of bugs, is because when my parents moved into another house, my father put a pool in, and we had centipedes in the pool, and my hair at that time was down to my butt, and the centipedes would get stuck in my hair, and I'd have to pick them out, and they would be crawling everywhere, and it was just, that's what started it. So the other day, this is where I'm getting to the point, where I'm living now, I have Bilco doors. It's like double doors that lead into the basement. I had to go in there for something. When I opened up the Bilco doors, there was an infestation of cave crickets. For those of you who do not know what cave crickets are, please look them up. They're big. They get like this wide in circumference. They're black, and they're jumpers. So to get down into this thing, to the basement, to get what I needed to go through this passageway. And it's probably this wide compared to my body. So it's very tight, and distance. So if they jump, they will be going in my hair. And I realized something that day. I was like, and there were not just like 3. There was maybe like 100 of them, like covering the walls, because they like dark, damp spots. And by the Bilko doors, it's the darkest and the most damp area going into the basement. I said, oh well, what's the worst thing that can happen? They'll jump in my hair. And I went in the basement, and then I came out, and then a few minutes later, I left the doors open. I was like, maybe they want to come out. And then I went by and I looked, and I realized they just started disappearing. And then I heard something. Frances Scovel Shinn, one of her affirmations is, I fear nothing, and everything I don't fear disappears. And I clicked. This is why I'm telling you the story. I used to fear them. I literally have almost no fears. And I literally had no fear. And I was so surprised. I was like, I don't even care anymore. I have no fear. And when I walked away and I came back and I looked, and they were gone. There was maybe like 5 left, from 100 to like 5. And I was like, that's weird. Okay. Anyway, it's about overcoming your fear. And when you truly overcome your fear dissipates. It disappears, guys. And it leaves a clear passageway for you to walk. And Spirit literally showed me that instantaneously within minutes that day. Usually, we have to have patience. But when you have faith, it happens like this. Okay, guys? This is a very powerful message, because for those of you who honestly want to go within, there is a fear associated with your singleness. For those of you who are single, they just showed me the word self-sabotage. You may be sabotaging every relationship that's walking into your world. Actually, they're showing me fire in reverse. It's almost like for each new relationship that comes in, the passion fizzles out immediately. Or you're like, no. Yeah, I thought so, but maybe not. And it just fell sideways. And they're saying that means there's probably more passion than you are putting out there, and you're sabotaging the situation. So, guys, this is so part of the message. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me this today. Yes. For those of you guys who like this, please hit the like button. And for those of you who really are enjoying the content of the channel, hit the subscribe. It helps the messages to get out to people who would never click on this. Okay. Anything else with this deck? Did I hit this message on the... okay, good. What else do you want to say? I went, no. And I'm like, anything else? I said, yes. Okay, so that means it's a deck on one of the sides. This side or that side? Okay, which deck? Okay. They've been using this deck lately. This is a tarot card deck, but it's really cool. My daughter got it for me, and it's like, it looks almost like tattoo art. It's really cool. I actually love it, and I didn't use it because it wasn't feeling to me, but lately it is, and Spirit is really being drawn to this deck. And I believe that each tarot deck has a different meaning, because as those of you who do dabble in tarot, you do know that each card is designed just ever so slightly, and it's going to give you a different message. So the King of Coins, the first person who flew out in the upright. A worthy opponent, I'm assuming. Okay. What about this King of Coins? I'm seeing a very determined King of Coins too. The look in his eyes is the Emperor. You're going to find a worthy opponent who is going to be your Emperor. I mean, really. Not somebody who's going to lie to you. Not someone who's going to deceive you. Not someone who's going to try to take power and control you and mold you into what they want you to be. See? All you've had are children. You had a child It's showing me that you had one opponent who was a child, and the other one who was maybe a teenager. They're saying on their maturity level and how they can treat you in relationships. Okay, and literally have, all right, and the evolution of this. Okay, they have the king. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hold on a second. You had children. You have someone who's going to embody the King of Cups and the King of Coins. I mean, and the Emperor. Like, what the fuck else would you want after that? Somebody who's going to adore you, somebody who's going to love you, who's going to have emotions, who thinks with their heart and not just so logical and cutthroat. And somebody who's a hard worker. And someone who's a take boss, no bullshit kind of person. Like, what else would you want? You don't need a Knight of Cups. You don't need no, like, juvenile lover. No. You want somebody who's going to be confident. Oh, God. And we got the fucking Wheel of Fortune in the upright, guys. And what did they say? What did they say to you when we were in the book? Be assured that it is a clear path for your future. You are blocking this by this fear that you need to overcome. For those of you who need to listen to that story over about the freaking cave crickets, re-listen to it. Okay? Rewind. When you truly have no fear, the thing you feared the most dissipates. Okay? If you don't know the word dissipate, it means it just like evaporates. It just disintegrates and just out the door. You have luck. You have fortune on your side, guys. You need to know it. You need to feel it. It's coming in. You need to just overcome that fear. And it will. And it's a choice, guys. And they're saying it's a choice and you can master this. Know that you can. And it's will. The fear will destroy you. Will destroy this thing. This is a beautiful reading, guys. They're literally saying you can have anything you want. Your fear is that small thing that can grow like a cancer and actually does form into cancer in the human body. You need to just nip that shit in the butt and you will be fine. And you'll have everything you want. Okay? You'll have so much love and abundance in your life. You won't even know what to do. You'll walk away from it. Any little thing that deceives you. You'll literally, it's almost like you'll be looking at people and be like, no. Like, I know my person. And when you see that person, you're going to meet them, you're going to say, there's something about that person. I don't know what it is. And they just said, and it may not be your type. It may not be your type. It may not be your typical type. But keep an open mind. It could be the best thing that ever walked through your doors or through your eyes. Yeah, anything else you want to say? Okay. The Mystic Shaman Oracle. I know it's going to be deep when it's this. The sun flipped out and flipped in, and it landed sideways when it flipped back in. Your happiness, it's a choice. It's a choice. If you choose to live in fear, in the subconscious. For those of you who think you might be in fear in the subconscious, and what I'm saying to you right now is triggering, they're saying yes. For those of you who have small seeds of doubt, they're saying, yes, you have fear. But fear can be, I don't know if you could see it here, but all of a sudden there was a flash of light coming in on that side. And I was going to say, fear can be overcome, and the light will destroy it. They just showed me like a dark entity, and the light just beaming on it, and just like destroying the fear. But it's your light energy that's going to destroy it. There's actually scientific proof about this, about your mind. But the light, so it's a spiritual thing, it's a mind and body thing, guys. It really is. I'm very much into science. And I love how science and spirituality has finally merged on so many levels now. It's not just science is actually believing or proving the power of belief. They're saying, you know what to do. It's like you may have thought that you found every little crumb that needed to be destroyed in your soul. But they're saying there's just something left still. Just go within and do the work. Okay? What was it, yesterday? Yesterday, they showed me something I needed to dissipate. And I was like, I thought I was over that. And they were like, yeah. But now they wanted me to say out loud, I love myself, I forgive myself, and I accept everything great in my life. I was like, I had no idea that was still lingering there. Okay. It happens, to all of us. Okay. A whole bunch of cards fell on the card personal choice. Now I gotta see them. Don't be angry with yourself for holding on to it. It's just a human nature thing. Human nature, it's about evolving. So don't be angry with yourself. Now that you know the truth. All right? They're saying, don't break the agreement that you had for yourself. Get rid of the fear. Go after everything you want. Don't even think about the karma from the past. Just know everything is happening for you exactly the way you want it. Doesn't mean the devil's not going to be lurking. Because the devil thrives on fear. They just give me another image in my head, and then I'm going to give you a final message. This is a very much channeling reading. Besides all their input, they want me to tell you, lately I have been having, every time I prep for work and I do work on people and I do spiritual healing and entity removals, and I've been finding a lot of entities that hide within people's souls. So somebody called me this morning and said, yesterday and this morning I had the same dream. And the dream was that they were sleeping flat on their belly in their dream, face down, and that something from in the mattress came and sucker punched them in the gut, in the groin area, right? In the solar plexus area, okay? So I looked into it, and lo and behold, do you know what it was? It was demonic entities that were attached to this person, a person that I clear often. So I said, why? What is the problem, right? And what they told me, what I was floored with, this person suffers with suicide, alcoholism, feeling of lack, their self-esteem is always diminished, but they fight so hard to get above it, and then they do, and then something happens and it brings them back down. But they've been doing so well. So I said to this person, I said, you've been talking about this lately, haven't you? And they said, yeah, but I don't. But I have been bringing it up, but I don't feel like that. This is the point that I'm going to make right now. And then they said, oh, look at this song that came up on my playlists. On my music playlist, the first song that came up, 2 days in a row, and 2 days in a row. And this song was a very low vibrational song, about alcoholism and how they were darkly depressed and they drank themselves to death. The person did it in the song and the person's partner did it in the song. And they're like, could this be the problem? I said, yes. I said, every time you listen to this and you speak of the thing, the demonic entities are attracted to you. I'm like, you are attracting demonic entities because you keep thinking about it. I said, when these thoughts come in your head, you need to say, no, I'm done with this. I've moved beyond it. I'm gone. Like, nope. I said, and when you listen to these low vibrational things, it manifests back into your brain and these demonic entities attach to you. So the power of thinking is enormous. It's enormous. When something enters your world that was your demon, say, no, I don't accept it. I do not accept the fear. I do not accept the fear of spiders or crickets anymore, cave crickets. I do not accept it. It doesn't exist. And guess what? It doesn't. The power of the mind. You fear, and the reason why I'm saying this to you was about the serpent. It was about the devil. Ooh, did you see that? And as I said that, an orb just went right through the freaking screen. Damn, clarification after clarification. If you keep sinking into that low vibrational thought pattern, that's the devil doing its dirty work. And they are literally putting demonic entities attaching to your soul. You can get rid of it. I can get rid of it. I can clear anything that's stuck onto you. But your low vibrational thought pattern will just reattach new ones. So this power of the mind, the power and the fear, they love fear. They feed on fear. They literally feed on fear. Hatred. And that's part of the reasons why when I say don't hate your ex-partners, send them love, because you're just reaping bad karma. You are literally attracting demonic, dark, satanic, sometimes energies to attach to you when you are in a low vibe. The more high vibe, the more like that sun shining through that big flashlight that just came in before. The more high vibe you are and positive you are, they cannot touch you. They run from you. They cannot be in your atmosphere. So just by you praying or asking Spirit, but by you thinking ill, having fear, and living in hatred, or whatever it is, I don't know what it is for you. Only you know. Write it down. It does not exist anymore. Allow it to not consume you anymore. And you will, because they've already confirmed, get everything that you want. But if you live in the fear and the power of your destiny and taking control of love and having everything that you want in your life, like this is the key. The fear-based thinking, the doubt, the disbelief that you're deserving are the things that will cripple you. You can do it. You have a personal choice and you will master it. Don't doubt it. If you doubt it, you've already failed, but you can get back up again. You can master this. Okay? You need a spiritual coach? Contact me. I will coach you. But I'm telling you, start the work. Listen to these self-help gurus, listen to these positive affirmations. You have to physically say it out loud. Rose, I love you. Yeah, you fucked up. Who cares? I forgive it. No big deal. Done. Water under the bridge. Thank you, next. Let's move on. Let's go on. There's literally mountains for you to explore in your world. Mountains of things that an infinite possibility of amazing things that are waiting for you. Just got to overcome this right here, guys. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me this reading. Oh, I actually feel like I did a YouTube live, but really it's just a pre-recorded because this is how I used to do my lives all the time. Lives. All right. See you tomorrow. Love and light. Bye, guys.